All right, Shalom. First off, and I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakak with us. We give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Okay? We want to go in this lesson on prayer. Okay? Which the word prayer, okay, the etymology of the word prayer started around 1300 century, okay, and it means a petition, a request. um Further down it says given this favor, to ask, it says beg. Okay. It also says to entreat. Prayer is important in this faith, man. Okay. um the Lord gave us his name, and us being in the faith, you know, we the scriptures say pray without ceasing. Let me get that. Okay, and I believe it's in Thessalonians. Okay. First Thessalonians 5 and 17. And it says pray without ceasing. It says, "And everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh and Yahushua concerning you." Okay? So, being in this faith is a blessing, you know, and we supposed to constantly thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, for even being in this faith, man. You know, when you pray, you don't have to be a long drawn out prayer. You know, you could just give thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, but it's nothing wrong with preparing a prayer, or praying the Lord's Prayer. Okay. um Let me see. It says pray without ceasing. Luke 21 and 36. It says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." Okay? And one of the major things that we have to pray is that the Lord don't take his Holy Spirit away from us. Okay? That set apart spirit. Okay? To continue in this faith, and continue pushing his word. Continue being a brother. Okay? A servant. You know? To not get kicked out, basically. You know? Pray for endurance. If you got a spirit that we dealing with, which we all got, some type of bullshit that we dealing with, you know, we can beg that, the Lord to get those spirits off of us, man. You know? Uh Before you do a video, pray that the Lord put his words in your mouth. You know? It says Romans 12 and 12, it says rejoicing in hope. You know? Right now, our hope is that, we are of the elect. And as we see these times that we're in are serious, you know, it's about to be a whole change in the world, man. You know? And by us being able to see these things, due to the fact that Yahweh Shem Shah had mercy on us by waking us up, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know? Because we could have been, bugged out our minds. A lot of these people, they they have this mindset of trying to get back to work, or getting back to the normal, getting back to having fun, and going out to go clubbing and everything like that. You know, while we looking at, the scriptures say that there's going to be a famine, there's going to be other things that go on. And we supposed to be looking to be able to escape from these times. You know, we know that the scriptures say that the Lord said His servants will eat. You know, and we got to pray that we are those servants that will eat. You know, during those times, because honestly, the Lord is the one who give us our daily bread, and make sure that we're good anyway. You know, it says patient in tribulation. Which that means long suffering. You know, it says continuing instant in prayer. Okay, so whenever anything happens, whether it's good or bad, first thing that should come to our mind is sending up a prayer, to Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay, everything that happens around us, everything that we do, even though we don't necessarily want to do some of the things that we do, it all comes from Yahweh Shem Shah. In order for us to learn and to be better, and that's one thing that we can also pray for, to be better. you know. Um, 1 Peter 4:7, it says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." And I might title it that, okay? I might use that, the end of all things is at hand. The end of everything that we know it. And hey, some of our loved ones aren't gonna make it. We're gonna see them in the kingdom, man. We're gonna see them again. They're gonna be here. We live in this life for a reason, and some people, they need comfort in that aspect, you know, because they don't. Some people may know, but then it's also a hard reality to deal with. You know, one of the hard realities is that these bodies, they're gonna have to go one day. You know, none of these bodies that we have are going to be there in the kingdom of heaven, man. We all going to get new bodies. You know, some people, they can't see that, they can't understand that. You know, we have to pray that we're able to get those new bodies. You know, let me see. It says, I'm starting at 1. Jeremiah 33:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah the second time while he was yet shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the maker thereof, the Lord that formed it, to establish it. The Lord is his name. Yahweh is the Lord's name. Okay? Right here where you see the Lord, okay, in the Hebrew is Yahweh. Okay? So it says, it's his name. It says, call unto me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things which thou knowest not. You know? So we supposed to call on to the Lord, man. You know? And he'll show us those great and mighty things, man. You know? You have to be humble. You know? Pray that the Lord sees a servant. Okay? And also, we are supposed to be praying that we get the hell up out of this society, man. Okay? That we get delivered from this demon that's ruling the world, man. Okay? Luke 18:1, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Okay, let me get this word faint. Because you got some people who give up. It says to be utterly spiritless. Losing the spirit, man. To be worried out. Exhausted. You know, giving up, not wanting to do this thing anymore. You know? You're not supposed to be in that mindset, man. You know? If anything, we're supposed to always try to find new ways to do something that comes down to this truth. Whether it's, you know, watching videos, reading, linking up with brothers, you know, praying, okay? Having that holy conversation, okay? Do things that fulfill the spirit, man, you know? Fulfill the spirit. Romans 8:4. And it says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us. And, you know, the law is a spiritual thing too, you know? By us, you know, like for example, you know, you have a beard, you know, and it gets you that mindset like, yo, I don't have this beard for nothing. You know, this is a sign of dignity, you know, that I'm representing the Most High, you know? If you know, brothers can grow beards, because every brother can't grow a beard, you know? But that puts you in that mindset like, yo, I'm doing these laws because I believe in Yahweh Shemi Shai, you know? So why do Yahweh Shemi Shai for even giving me these laws to understand, you know? People will sit up there and say that they have faith, you know, but then they don't keep not one law, you know? So it's like, what God are you praying to, you know? First off, the scripture says, you know, if you don't keep the laws, okay? Let me see. Proverbs 28:9. He that turns away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. You know? And one of the reasons why the Lord also listens to us, you know, not only because we know his name, because we keep the law, you know? And we're doing what Yahweh Shema says for us to do. So with that said, by us, you know, being in his faith and you know, knowing what we're supposed to do, right? We're fulfilling the will of the Lord. Okay? 1 John 5:14, and this is the confidence that we have in him. You know, because one of the, you know, we have the law, you know, which the law is spiritual, you know. We doing what the Lord said for us to do, you know. And that allows us to get a little bit more confidence, you know. It says that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us, you know? So if you're not doing if you're not following his laws, how you got the confidence? You know? When you doing what you're supposed to do and you pray unto the Lord, you got that confidence that the Lord is going to hear you. You know? And guess what? You know, if you bullshitting, the Lord knows it. You know? It says, and if we know that he hears us whatsoever we ask, we know that we have the petitions that we desired of him. You know? And that's whatever it is according to his will. You know? So it says men ought to always pray and not to faint, right? And if you're doing all these things, you know, to stay in the spirit, you know, you won't faint. You know, especially if you're praying, you know. It says, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while. But afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this woman troubles me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. Right? It says, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on the earth? You know? So if a unrighteous, you know, judge was able to have, you know, mercy on a woman, right? Because she kept on coming to him and coming to him, you know, and, you know, she would grow weary. How much more the Most High, man? You know? That's why we got to continue to pray, man, you know, day and night, you know, without ceasing. You know, all this stuff is at the end, you know. Pray that these days are short, you know, and few, man. You know? That's what we really supposed to be praying for. Okay? So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying, man. I want to say shalom till next time.